What's up, wave makers? It's me, Mommy Suna.
I'm not a cat.
Welcome to MLM Meme and Makeup Monday, everybody. But before we get into the memes and the makeup, I have a really special and important shout out to throw out there. And this is to someone that I'm sure a lot of you guys are already familiar with. She is a fellow anti-MLM creator. You may know her as Savvy Writes Books, but she also is a small business owner. And I think her small business is really cool. So I want to give a shout out to her small business called Forever Home Friends. It's a company that produces children's books, toys, plushes, and merch in general based off of real life rescue dogs, and the stories are written around the dog's actual adoption stories. 10% of the profits go to benefit animal shelters in the Chicago area, and each book covers a variety of topics related to social issues such as adoption, disability awareness, bullying, body image, and more. And each book has a little doggy plushie to go along with it. I just think it's so cute and so cool. And you can customize the little adoption certificate that the plushie comes with. So whether you just want to help dogs in need in the Chicago area, or if you have a kid who is like, Mom, I want a puppy, like my kid. I'm like, we already have 2 dogs and we do not need another one. But if your kid wants a dog and you're like, no dog right now, then you can get them a cute little rescue dog plushie based on a real dog and their story. So I think that's really cool. I'll leave all the information down below if you want to check out Savvy's business. It is the cutest thing and the sweetest thing. I love it. So anyway, yeah, check it out, and check out Savvy Writes Books if you haven't already on YouTube. I mean, obviously she does like book reviews and stuff like that, but she's also an anti-MLM creator. So, and she's honestly just the sweetest person. Like, she's everything. I was like sitting here trying to think of a word to describe her. I'm like, no, she's just everything. And as a fellow Sav, I just have to show her all the love in the world. Anyway, let's look at some memes, guys. Top post this month is a meme, and it's just titled, Thank God LMAO. So glad I was weird as fuck in high school, cause now ain't no one hitting me up to join their pyramid scheme. Don't work that way, sweet pea. I was weird as fuck in high school. I was one of those kids. I always tell this story. It just kind of generally sets the mood of what kind of kid I was in high school. Y'all ever been inside a Hot Topic? Well, back in the day, back in like 2005, they just used to have like a wall of stripy socks and like ties and just like, ooh, I'm so punk, look at me, shit like that. So yeah, that's what I would wear. I would wear like a black polo shirt with a green striped tie. That was like my favorite outfit. And then I also had green striped socks to go with the green striped tie, and I would wear that shit. So one day I was wearing it at school and I was drinking out of a drinking fountain, and this girl walks past me, some girl I didn't know, and she's like, hey, cool socks. I'm like all drinking. I was like, thanks. At that point, I was just done drinking, so I walk away from the drinking fountain. I'm still behind them, and I just hear this girl go, who would ever wear that? Rude. You know, I was that kid that in middle school I was bullied a lot to my face because of my trichotillomania, but in high school people just generally left me alone to my face. And I think it's because I met more people who were also just as weird as I was. I guess I was left alone more because I was surrounded by a group of people who were also like outcasts. That's the kind of kid I was in high school, and your girl still joined 2 MLMs. So if there's any kids in high school who are watching this by chance and you're like, damn, I guess I have to be weird to avoid pyramid scheme pitches growing up. No, don't do it. Be yourself, boo-boo. If you're weird, that's fine. But don't do it for the sake of not having to deal with any of the people you went to high school with. To be fair, the people who recruited me for my MLMs, I didn't go to high school with them. So they didn't know me in high school. But still, I literally only keep in touch with a very small handful of people I actually went to high school with. A little note to all Huns. I'm not a boss babe. I'm not a girl boss. I'm not a she-EO. I'm not a mompreneur. I'm the CEO and co-founder of a successful, fast-growing SaaS company and have the honor of leading an incredible team of talented humans. And I am a woman. Can we stop with the cutesy names for women leaders? It doesn't lift us up or help shatter any glass ceilings. Quite the contrary, actually. Recognizing and encouraging diversity, not just women, in leadership, absolutely. Using cute names for the people in those roles, let's be done with that. Word. But not only just that, everyone calling themselves the CEO of Arbonne or Pure Romance or fucking whatever, you know how they always do that. I feel like that really just like puts a damper on the actual title of like a legit CEO. Women CEO CEO especially? God, yeah, especially. Because if you, like this woman, for example, I don't know, it said that she was the CEO of Casted. I'm not sure what that is. Hopefully it's not MLM related, but I'm assuming it's like a legit company. And if that's the case, she's gonna go around and be like, yeah, I'm a CEO of blah, blah, blah. And it's just like in our nature now, because of all these hashtag boss babes, to be like, oh, she's in an MLM. Like if a woman says she's the CEO of something, even if it's the most legit company in the world, it's like automatically you kind of just jump to, oh, she's in an MLM. And that sucks. It shouldn't be that way. And listen, like I get it. I understand wanting to have like a cutesy little name for yourself when you own your own business or whatever. Call yourselves whatever you want, but I do see what this poster is saying. Like it really does kind of make us all just look like, oh, look at them, they're playing house. Even if you are a legit CEO. Like, no, I'm not playing house. I'm actually a hashtag girl boss, except IRL, you know? Ironically, it's kind of bringing women down when they all like to preach, I'm in an MLM and that just lifts women up. And it's like, no, it clearly doesn't, ma'am. Discussion. Got this message from a not-so friend, and apparently I'm fat and gummies will make me look hot?
Hi, hun. I know we don't talk much, but I have a fantabulous offer for you. I saw some of your recent stories on Instagram and thought you'd be a perfect candidate for our weight loss gummies. Normally they are $59 a month, but if you join with me you get a whopping $20 a month off with my VIP code HUN. What do you say? Wanna get hot? Or not? XOXO.
What the fuck? The last time we spoke was in 2015 and you saying I need to lose weight? I don't know who you think you are, but you can take your MLM and shove it up your ass, hun. Oh my god. This is a proper response. How many times do we have to review posts like this and talk about how just all around gross it is to cold message someone and tell them that they're a perfect candidate for weight loss? Especially when you're not a medical professional. Like, shit, man. How many times do we have to see these posts before they're like, you know what? That is kind of shitty. Maybe we should reevaluate the way we're pitching this particular product. No, they just keep doing it. You know what's crazy too is that maybe quite possibly these people might have been pitched the same thing and maybe it worked on them. Like, it's gotta work on someone. I guess anyone who's just like desperate to lose weight. Yeah, that's really shitty. Hey, Huns that are definitely not watching this video. Hey, Huns, can you stop doing this? Like, of all the shit that you guys do, can this be the one thing that you just like stop doing, please? Quit telling women they need to lose weight. Like, fuck. Ooh, Paparazzi Hun confronted me yesterday. Oh, this is a really long post, guys, but you know how I love paparazzi drama. Backstory. So my partner and I make and sell jewelry. Every single item we sell is handmade, and it was by either him or I. We have an Etsy account and I post new products on my personal Facebook page. Lots of my coworkers buy from me. I'll post something, they comment they want a pair, and I bring them to work. So yesterday I'm approached by a coworker I haven't had many encounters with, but have known for years. She asked me if I have time to talk. Sure. And then she proceeds to tell me, since I started making jewelry, I've ruined her business. Now, let me just say, I didn't even know she had a business. So you can imagine my shock when I was told that I'm the one to blame for its downfall. When she said this to me, I am wide-eyed, slow blinking, mouth agape, under my mask, of course. Because this is my what the fuck response anytime I'm not processing something. It's flattering, I know. So after I collect myself, I'm like, huh? Run that back for me one time. And then she tells me that up until I started this, September 2020, she ran things for everyone's jewelry needs. Y'all, I'm just sitting there waiting for Ashton to pop up with a TV crew. Good one, guys. This can't be real. So she carries on and I'm letting her talk only because I'm just in awe of the situation and absolutely dumbfounded. Boom, she drops the paparazzi name. I kind of giggled and this really made her mad. She said I wasn't taking her seriously and I don't know how much money I've cost her. I didn't necessarily laugh only because it's paparazzi, but because the whole situation itself is so bizarre. I'm just still shook that it's happening. So I proceed to tell her that my business involves handmade products. My partner and I buy all supplies and we make all products. It's hard work and we're doing pretty well from the side business we now run. I also go on to tell her how she doesn't own a small business and they're a scam. Buckle up for this part. She stands up, slams her hand on the table and tells me, paparazzi's better than whatever you can make. Stop selling here or else. Like a territorial hippo, and storms off. Later I find out she's telling people she's gonna report me to HR. I'm still in disbelief of it all. Thanks for listening, Huns. Update, holy cheese balls, was not expecting this much attention on this post. Whoa. First, I haven't been able to read all the comments yet. It's been a busy day at work. Healthcare, fun stuff. Second, I just want to clarify again, I never did this before getting permission. As some of you suggested, it could be a clause in the handbook, and it very well could be, but I've been here for years and didn't remember that information. I guess I thought asking my boss was enough, but now I know better. I never advertised anything or pushed sales at work. All business from my job was done solely over Facebook and Venmo. I only made an Etsy account recently. Most of my traffic is through people I work with and the word of mouth from them. I was persuaded to start this business because I was originally just making stuff for myself, and then it blew up. In my profession, we wear plain scrubs only. I have a lot of kids as patients, so earrings were a way I could express myself and be fun while following dress code. Third, I've taken a lot of your advice and went straight to HR myself. I explained the incident and also went into depth about how my business has been ran. They were understanding, and I was asked to not bring product in the doors anymore. I obviously have no control over people wearing stuff they've bought here, and I'm allowed to wear stuff myself. I just can't deliver or sell it while I'm in the building, which is understandable, and I have most definitely learned from this. As far as the hippo hun, I'm not sure. They had not spoken to her previous to my talk, so it could have been smoke blowing, but I don't want to lose my job over this bullshit. They're dealing with her later. So sorry it's not much of an update for your hunness. Lastly, I've received many comments and messages about my shop. I want to clarify my jewelry is done with resin. A lot of jewelry I sell are holiday themed or specific requests. Some are a bit quirky. I think they're pretty cool, but I know they aren't for everyone. I'm not sure if I'm allowed to post that, but I can send you my shop in private messages if you're interested. Just give me some time to respond. Thanks, y'all. Holy shit. So much to say, so much to process. Oh my god. First of all, we want to talk about ruining someone's business. This paparazzi hunt straight up ruined an actual business by doing this. This lady, maybe she won't lose sales over it or anything like that, but now it's going to be harder for her to get products to people, you know? So are you happy, Karen? Are you happy that you did that? Second of all, oh my god. Paparazzi, you guys, I've made a lot of videos about paparazzi, and I do have a video where, because one of you guys sent me so much paparazzi jewelry, and I have to say, from personal experience, it's shit. It is all so ugly and so badly made. And listen, this handmade jewelry, I doubt she's selling it for $5, right? Like, handmade jewelry is gonna cost more than that, and the Huns like to be like, oh my god, $5 jewelry, that's everything. Like, you only have to spend $5. And you know, if that price tag is working for people, then what's the problem? You almost can't compare paparazzi jewelry to handmade jewelry because it's just not handmade. It's like, it's just shit. There's no love going into it, you know? There's no passion. And imagine being so self-absorbed to be like, the reason my business is failing is because of this girl. Excuse me. Your business is failing because it's an MLM, dude, and no one wants your shitty jewelry. You know what probably happened is that people probably did buy her shitty jewelry at first, and then they realized, oh hey, this jewelry is shitty, and then stopped buying it. I feel like paparazzi Huns are some of the most over-exaggerating and also just like self-absorbed MLM Huns. Like, and I say this from experience because of my paparazzi video, my original one. Look, that video is like 2 years old at this point, so it's really outdated and I want to redo it and make a new one. But there are still Huns like every few days popping in on that video and being like, oh my god, this girl is so wrong. Like, I make $3,000 a day selling like just dumb shit. Like, you're so wrong. I don't think any of them actually watch the video because they're like, you're just mad because you failed with paparazzi. I'm like, I didn't do paparazzi. Like, get the fuck out of here. Lots of people calling me a little girl. I'm like, I'm almost fucking 30. You know, just fun stuff like that. They are so defensive in their business, more than any other MLM, and I don't understand it. If you look at the products that they're selling, how are you okay with defending this shit so hard? And I hope to God that this Karen gets her ass handed to her by HR. Was the only place you were trying to sell at your workplace, Karen? If that's the case, then I guess you weren't really trying that hard. Like, there's social media, you know? You can't say that your whole business is fucking ruined because of one person at one place. Like, if your jewelry is so great, why don't you go to a craft fair? I'm sorry, is this woman also at the craft fairs? There's no comparison. There's just no comparison. I don't understand. Also, I need to do my eyebrows. What am I doing? This whole thing, I just really want to see this Karen brought to justice. Like, holy shit. I guess you just get really defensive when you spend a lot of money on inventory that you're never gonna sell. Like, oh my god. It works. No thank you to cold messaging and implying I'm fat. Oh my god, another one of these? Okay.
Hi. I'm looking for 2 more people to be product reviewers for me. I was just looking at your page and thought you would be the perfect fit. All you have to do is try a product for 90 days and tell me what you think. Super simple. You'll get my huge discount for helping me out. Can I give you more info?
So I still have to pay for it? Sounds like you're just asking me to buy it. You didn't even say what it is, and that's kind of sketchy too. From what I can tell, is that it's a weight loss product of some sort, and you saying I'm a perfect fit kind of implies I'm fat. No thank you. I'll stick to not joining an MLM. Dude, seriously. To be fair, It Works does sell more stuff besides just like weight loss stuff. Like I've seen them, I think they have like hair growth shit and like, I don't know. And hey, speaking of that, why doesn't Monet get all up It Works' butt for stepping on their territory, you know? If It Works can do that, then this paparazzi hun definitely has no legs to stand on. But anyway, yeah, it's entirely possible that she was gonna try to be like, hey, let's see your hair grow, girl. I think they have like lash serums and stuff like that too. And I believe they have skincare now too, because, well, if this is still going on, but they had Dr. Nassif on there for a while collabing with them, and he made like a skincare line, which is really frustrating. But yeah, this post in particular is maybe kind of putting words in the Hun's mouth, but that still doesn't make it okay. Man, like when I was with Lime Life too, because I was adding so many people and most of them were Huns too. I just remember the first time getting one of these messages and I was like, oh hell yeah, like I would love to try your product. And they're like, okay, it'll be $40 something. And I was like, wait a minute. Because at this point I thought I was like a Instagram influencer. And I had a few people actually send me products to take pictures of and promote their business for free and stuff. So like they weren't paying me, they were just sending me a free product and being like, post this on your Instagram. Like, okay. So I like thought it was something like that. And then as soon as they're like, you have to pay for it, I was like, excuse me? And at this point, I was in an MLM, so it's like, if someone in an MLM receives a message like this and also thinks it's sketchy, like, you're really sketchy, hun. Anyway, Huns, please stop doing this. Arbonne fail. This is by Cat Drew MLM Dupes. I feel like I see them on Instagram all the time. Am I following them? I don't know. I should be. Anyway, now is not the time to join an MLM. Are you stressed about finances during this uncertain time? Did you lose a job or hours due to the COVID-19 pandemic? Are you looking for a way to bring in income? Are you just considering something to spend your stimulus on? Now is not the time to join an MLM. Unfortunately, many in network marketing are using this crisis and fear to try to entice the vulnerable with a job opportunity. Keep in mind, these companies cost money to join, even if they claim otherwise, as you will likely be encouraged to buy a starter kit, even if there isn't a startup fee. Show over 90% of consultants for all MLMs do not make a livable income, with many losing money. The statistics provided also do not fully reflect actual profit, as they showcase income provided by the companies without including business costs and personal products bought, providing false hope and positivity in order to indoctrinate and brainwash consultants. For instance, the pitch of attaining a free car at a certain rank is often not accurately portrayed, leaving out that any failure to maintain that rank results in payment out of pocket with ramifications on the consultant's credit. They often gloss over facts and statistics to avoid the truth. And then she received this in her DMs.
Hey, this is a great post. In general, that's the due diligence I absolutely recommend. To question all these angles before deciding. I do disagree with her about the timing. It's not now that this should be considered, especially, but always. And maybe also her recommendation of doing Uber and such. Everywhere you put time in and only get paid for that time, and not when you don't show up, is helping at the moment but not building something for your future. And that's where her skepticism is keeping her from seeing what's possible. Network marketing depends on the work part of it. And that's the last thing I'll mention here. That statistic that 90% of consultants don't make money is probably correct, but it doesn't address how many join for the discount. I have about 20 members in my team who don't work, and only use their business for getting the best prices for products they love and use. I'd still absolutely love to talk to you about Arbonne and work with you.
Oh my god, there's so much in this message that, like, I just want to die. Okay, first of all, the network marketing, oh my god. To say you get paid for the time you show up, not in MLMs, bitch. And also, she like acknowledges that most people don't make money in MLMs and then tries to excuse it, but it's like, are you really gonna try to tell me that all 90% of those people are all just in it for the discount? Bitch, we know that's not true. A lot of these people will say that's the truth because they started the business being like, I'm gonna make this my career, yay, look at me go. go, woo. And then they realize that they like can't do it. And instead of immediately admitting to failure, they're just like, oh no, I was just in it for the discount. I love the products. Hey, I have a link if you want to buy from me. Like, shut up. You know that's how it goes. Like, every single one of these people who say they've signed up just for the discounts, every single one of them would love to be making money off of it. Come on. There's not a single person out there who's just like, I don't want to make money off this MLM. No, if there is a potential for you to make money, you know you're going to take it, Karen, and you know you would love for it to be happening, but it's so unlikely for it to happen to you, right? So you just go off and you go, no, I just really like the products. But what happens the moment I say, oh, where can I try those products? How can I buy those products? Guess whose link they're going to send you? Theirs. So hypocritical, so fucking hypocritical. And then she has the nerve to message an anti-MLM account where the name of the account is like MLM dupes, helping people find dupes for MLM products without having to buy from or support an MLM. This chick has the nerve to still try to recruit her and be like, I'd still love to talk and work with you. Oh my God. Have you no brain, Karen? Or like reading comprehension? I just can't. Oh, good Lord. Pure romance. Nervous laughter. What the hell? Return to your original self for 24 hours. Okay, I don't want to sound ignorant about this, but I do remember I was listening to an episode of the H3 podcast at one point. There was a conversation. Ethan was making some really misogynistic, gross jokes about lady bits being stretched out. I don't really remember the exact conversation, but I think the general consensus after, you know, telling Ethan that he's an idiot and to shut up because he's a man and doesn't know what he's talking about, after a woman does the deed, it doesn't take that long to just go back to normal, to what your body is normally. And listen, okay, I guess my point here is that you don't need a product to do this for you. Your body will naturally do it for you. That being said, I have had 2 children. They weren't born by cesarean section, if that tells you anything. But all I'm gonna say is that I've been told by my husband that nothing is different after that experience. And that is birthing a child, right? We're not talking about losing your virginity and then having your partner be like, you felt different last time. Like, that doesn't happen. That's not a thing. And you know what? Maybe I am ignorant on this topic. I'm ignorant on a lot of topics, okay? I'll admit it. There are a lot of things I don't know. And I don't want to sit here and pretend that I know. I'm just saying, guys, I don't think you need a product to make your cooter go back to normal. After women push out 6, 7, 8 pound children, if your cooter can go back to normal after that, I'm pretty sure it doesn't take that long to go back to normal. Now, I know our cervixes don't go back to the way they were before. My doctor told me that. I remember at my 6-week checkup with Sparrow, my doctor was like, yep, you have the cervix of someone who's given birth. And I was like, what does that mean? Anyway, I'm not concerned about how my cervix looks at this point. You know what? Correct me if I'm wrong, but guys, I really don't think you need a product for this, okay? I truly don't think so. And guess what? I've had this conversation with other people too, who have, like my friends who have also had kids. Sometimes their husbands are there when we have this conversation. And every single time the husband's like, yeah, nothing feels different. Hello, our bodies just kind of go back to normal. Because guess what? As women, our bodies are freaking amazing. They do some crazy fucking shit, man. You do not need a product to make your vagina go back to the way it was before a wiener went into it. I'm sorry to be so vulgar, but seriously, this post makes me so angry. Anyway, speaking of pure romance, my video from last week on Thursday was me and my best friend sitting through one of those pure romance training videos again, and it was so much fun and so well received by you guys. So I just want to say thank you. You guys made Kayla really happy too, because Kayla loved seeing all your comments, all your nice comments and stuff. Now, I have been trying to convince her to start a YouTube channel with me for a really long time, and we just never do it. And I don't want to be the pushy one, right? Like, I don't want to be like, come on, come over, let's film a video. Like, I don't want to be that guy. But there were so many comments of you guys like, bring her back, she needs to be on your channel more. Hey, I agree. I would love to do more videos with my best friend. I want to start a YouTube channel with her, but I guess the thing is that I don't really know what kind of content we would make. So if you're someone who commented because you liked Kayla, I even had a comment where someone was like, I want to be friends with your friend. Not, I want to be friends with you guys. I want to be friends with your friend. I'm like, okay, what am I, chopped liver? If you want to see more of Kayla, leave your content suggestions down below. I'm like, we could react to stuff. Like, reaction channels are a big thing right now, but I don't know what we would react to. If you have any ideas that you want to see me and my best friend do, if we started our own YouTube channel, let me know. Listen, it would be a whole other workload to take on, but I'm willing to take on that workload. This just showed up at my neighbor's door, internal crying. Oh my god. They're already too far gone, sis. Just don't ever let them knock on your door and be like, hey, I'm having a party, you want to come over? Well, I mean, it is COVID, so I guess you shouldn't be going to large social gatherings anyway, but waste their time. Do you think she'll take my offer? Oh god.
Who wants to lose 10 to 20 pounds in the next 90 days by just eating 2 delicious fat-burning gummies 2 times per day? My friend Jen is looking for product reviewers. Comment gummies below to get more info.
My product review fee is 10 cents per word and 10 cents per site visit that results. Nah, I guarantee she's not gonna take your offer. Also, 10 cents per word is nothing. You need to up your price, sis. Like, if your product review fee is only a few bucks for a post, like, sign me up. Where you at? Do you want to advertise my YouTube channel? Because shit, I'll give you a few bucks. I'll give you $5. No, you are worth so much more than that. Are they sure?
I much rather be a conspiracy theorist and question everything versus a sheep that blindly accepts the BS we're being sold.
Oh no. Oh no. God, it's so hard to talk about without bringing politics into it. You guys get mad at me every freaking time. And then when I say, you guys get mad at me every time I bring up politics, there are people who get mad at me for saying that people get mad at me because they're like, you're an influencer and this is your channel and you should use your platform for this and that. It's like, I can't win. Anyway, this person though is pretty much openly admitting to being a conspiracy theorist, which isn't a cute look. Listen, I love a good conspiracy theory. I love reading about them, but I don't buy into, I don't think any of them really, except maybe the Mattress Firm ones with like the drug trafficking or what is it, money laundering. God, I'm having issues with my eyeliner today. Ugh, they are not even, oh God. When someone says that they believe in a conspiracy theory, I think people think that we hear, oh, I'm an open thinker, I have an open mind. What I hear is, I have no critical thinking skills. I listen to things that make no sense and have no spot in reality. And then also like Beachbody, I don't know if you guys know, but Beachbody just announced that they are going public, meaning they're gonna be publicly traded like on the stock market. They're like talking about this like it's a good thing. First of all, it's not gonna affect them positively in any way. If anything, this might be Beachbody trying to get out of MLM. Now, that may or may not be true because I think Herbalife and Avon and stuff like that, I think they're all publicly traded at this point, so it might not mean anything. But you know, Beachbody has OpenFit, like they own that. Like, who's to say that they're not gonna just merge the two together and get rid of the multi-level marketing shit, and then all the distributors are just gonna be SOL. Guess you're gonna have to find another MLM to scam your friends with. Like, but when you're in an MLM and you believe all the things your upline tells you, you are more of a sheep than any of these people who are like, we listen to the news. It's not that we listen to the news and just believe it because it's the news. We listen to the news and believe it because, thinking critically, there are certain news sources that credit reality a lot better. And these are the same people who are like, you're listening to fake news, you need to watch OAN and Newsmax. Okay, that's too political. Shut up, Savannah, shut up. And I've said this before, but I really think that there are links between MLMs and some political stuff. Like, there really is. And this post is pretty much proof of it, guys. Like, I know you could be like, oh my god, no, it doesn't say anything about politics, but come on. Anyway, I still have to do my lipstick, but I'm gonna pull up my patrons and we're going to read them all. So the biggest thank you in the whole wide world goes to Anxiety for Days, Evan Adler, Eve Blondo, Rach J, Laura Lynn Martin, Karina Winman, Yesenia Rivera, Daniel Urena, Maria Burchett, April Lindblom, Tuesday the 13th, Amanda McMahon, Justin Kelsey E. Higgins, Erica Louder-Craddock, Molly Wasilewski, Boris Geller, Meredith Nakata, Rachel McHenry, Turd Ferguson, Kim Cartwright, Maddie Darley, Kelly Creffield, Katrina Rosemarick, and Elizabeth Wyatt, and to the rest of my fabulous patrons. Thank you so much for being here and for being you. Sorry if you can hear my baby crying in the background. He's with his daddy, so I don't know what's going on. He's probably hungry. But even if you're not a patron, thank you for being here and for being you. Thank you for making it to the end of this video. My baby is very sad, so I need to cut this short and I need to go out there and see what's wrong with my baby. Keep making waves, babes. I'll smell you guys later. Mommy, smell me out.